Of course, as the Democratic Party, and particularly the National Executive Committee, we are usually faced with a proclivity of temperatures rising when particularly leaders present divergent views on the same subject matter. I presented a motion that the Democratic Party issues a notice to the National Resistance Movement to show cause why the cooperation agreement should not be terminated. And I gave my grounds, while definitely in seriatim going through the agreement itself, and particularly clause 3 and clause 4. Now those clauses give details of cooperation. I indicated that there is all evidence to indicate that we have a cooperation agreement, but that there is no evidence to indicate that there is cooperation. Because cooperation entails, among others, we must have had a dialogue on transition for Uganda. We must have had, of course, dialogue that is clearly calculated to choreograph our own intersection between the two manifestos, particularly on the fundamental human rights of the people and amendment of electoral laws basing on the 2016 presidential petition. There has not been evidence given by anybody that any meeting of the sort has taken place, to the extent then that we have given grounds of a multiplicity of leaders of NRM that choose instead to refer to the president of the party and practically the Democratic Party as if they got married. Now, we asked if, for example, you are a wife and somebody tells you that actually your husband is a wife everywhere. To me, that is a cause for serious upheaval. In my opinion, we presented this motion. It has been, of course, supported. The president of the party equally opposed this motion and presented a contrary motion that we should also self-review as the Democratic Party. He also gave a cause to the extent that members never supported him on the agreement, and probably it also led to laxity on the part of NRM to implement the same. So the two motions have generally, of course, caused the cataclysm, and they have been referred to tomorrow's National Council. So that is the temperature that exists in Soroti right now.
Honorable, pursuant to what you've just said, would one be wrong to conclude that the relationship between the Democratic Party and the NRM through the cooperation agreement is now a divorce before our very own eyes?
Inside, without going to the main statement.
Yeah, the relationship can still exist as signed before, but we have posed the fundamental questions to the extent that NRM should justify why we should not actually terminate this relationship. Because the motion is intended to offer a detergent to the tranquility of the Democratic Party going forward, other than encumbering the Democratic Party with all the disturbances that are a burden that move with, of course, any relationship with NRM, that includes, among others, extensive violations of fundamental rights, to which the Democratic Party has no answers, because we have conducted no dialogue, and there is no indication as to whether anything is about to be rectified or illuminated.